Hello everyone, this is my review of the Columbia River Knife and Tool Dogfish neck knife. Before I start my review, I just want to take this time to let everyone know that my work schedule has changed and I don't have nearly as much free time as I did before. The reason that I started my YouTube account and started making these videos is so that I can do something with my time, because I was just kind of sitting around a lot, and I thought I'd do something constructive with my time and kind of make these videos to inform people of things and to answer questions and stuff like that. But now I have hardly any time to work on these videos, so please accept my apologies. I will be getting them out often, just I can't post them. Before I was maybe posting one video a day at least, or you know, at least one video every 2 days. But now I'm looking at maybe getting one video out per week, and I just don't want anyone to be disappointed. But I just did want to let you know that. So anyway, all that aside, this is my review of the Dogfish. This is a Tom Crane design. This knife costs about $17 on average. You know, depends on where you buy it. I've seen it as expensive as $20 a piece, or as cheap as $14 or $15. The blade is 2.25 inches long. The overall length is 5.25 inches long. And this whole piece of steel, blade, obviously since it's one piece, the blade and the whole knife itself, this is made of the same material, which is 3CR13 stainless steel. Now, if you're not familiar with this steel, perhaps you are familiar with the Spyderco's Bird line. Their Bird knives use a very similar steel, and both these steels they're not the best steel you can buy, but they're totally fine. For most uses. It's a little bit softer, so that you need to keep up sharpening just a little bit more than maybe one of the newer, higher grade steels. But it's totally fine for utility use. It's a great steel. I've used this knife for about 3 months. I stopped carrying this knife. I'll explain a little bit why. Not because of the knife itself, but the sheath. Anyway, you can see why they call it the Dogfish. The design here, you have the eye and the mouth, the general fish shape, and you have the cutouts here that look like gills. The mouth of the bottom, or the butt end of the knife, serves the purpose of a bottle opener. You can use this as a bottle opener. The original custom neck knife from Tom Crane, exact same design, only in an S30V stainless steel, costs about $95 online, right in that price range, and maybe $95 to $100. Like I said, it's the exact same design, but it's custom made by Tom Crane. You're going to get a Kydex sheath with that as well, only it's going to be a little bit of a different design. What I was saying before is I don't carry this knife anymore. The actual knife, I love the knife. It's very comfortable in the hand. It's a cool looking design. It's a very useful blade shape, very good for utility work. You have the cutting edge is completely straight. The blade shape itself is a modified Warncliffe style blade, and having that complete straight edge is very, very, very useful for a lot of different things. But the reason I don't carry this anymore is because the sheath got loose. I don't know if this is a systematic problem from Columbia River Knife and Tool with this model knife. I don't see any damage with the rivets in the sheath itself that keep it together. I don't physically see them being loose at all. But this knife does not. It's not secured in this sheath, quite as nice as I would like it to be. It's not as tight as a lot of other Kydex sheaths or similar formed or molded sheaths. Now, I talked to maybe a dozen different owners of this knife, and out of those 12 people, there's only one other person that had the same problem, in that this knife was not a tight enough fit. Now, I carry this knife around my neck for about 3 months or so. It's a great knife. I use it all the time. I really, really love the knife itself. But on 2 separate occasions, I was bending over, picking something up, or moving, moving around, and the knife itself had actually fallen out of the sheath. Now that is a huge disappointment, to say the least. Luckily I didn't get cut, either time. But after the first time I thought, like, I was kind of shocked because I was walking outside of a store and I heard like a cling, kind of a clinging noise. I look down and it's my neck knife on the pavement, on the sidewalk, the store. So I grabbed it and I put it back in the sheath, but I was kind of shocked and I thought it was something that was just kind of a freak thing. But maybe 2 days later, same thing happened to me again. Only I was by my house, and I actually heard the knife. If I was in the grass or something, I wouldn't have heard it, even falling, and I would have gotten home and realized it was missing. So obviously a huge turnoff for this knife. But the knife itself is awesome. Like I said, it's a great knife. I don't really have anything bad to say about the knife itself. But the sheath, like I said, I don't know if I got a lemon here or if it's a reoccurring problem with this model. But it's just not as tight of a fit as I would like. It comes with the ball necklace, like I said, to carry around your neck. I would still recommend this knife. I don't want to tell people to go out and buy this and then for them to experience the same problem. So actually, if you write me a comment, anyone who, I'm pointing down at the comment box below, if you own this knife, please write me a comment, or send me a message and let me know if you had the same problem with the sheath. I want to recommend the knife because it's great, but I don't want to tell people to go out and spend, close to 20 bucks on this and lose it, or even worse, having it fall out and then cutting them, in the chest or stomach while they're wearing it. So, like I said, I kind of have mixed feelings. The knife is awesome. The sheath, obviously not so good. So, I guess you make the choice for yourself. Even though I don't wear this anymore, I still keep it at the house. I use it around the house. But unfortunately, I can't feel comfortable carrying it anymore. Now I can have another Kydex sheath made, but even for this small size, it might cost $25 or 30 bucks to have one done. And personally, I wouldn't do that for a $20 knife. If you can afford it, I would definitely recommend the actual custom knife by Tom Crane. And I'm hoping I'm pronouncing his last name Crane properly. It's Krein. In case you want to do a search for his website, which I don't know offhand. But again, you're getting the same cool design. You're getting a sheath that's definitely going to have a nicer fit. And you're getting the upgrade in steel to CPM S30V stainless. So I would love to buy that knife. Like I said, it's 100 bucks. Unfortunately, I am broke. In fact, I'm broke most of the time. I know sometimes some people might be watching my videos and thinking I'm really lucky to be able to afford all this stuff. Well, the truth is, I've had a lot of the knives that I've shown in my videos for years. Some of them I had for 7 or 8 years. So it's not that I'm spending a lot of money on knives recently at all. In fact, I haven't bought a new knife. The only new knife that I bought outright was the Chris Reeve Sebenza, and that was almost a paycheck for me. So it was definitely a drawback, a setback in my in bills and stuff like that. But for the most part, I trade. I'll take something I have already, and I will send it off, to another knife nut and trade for something they have. So it's something new to me. Usually they're used knives, but it's cool because, for the price of shipping, the $5 that I spend to ship my old knife to them, I get to try out the new knife. And in fact, I just traded. I've done a trade on Blade Forms for my my Benchmade, the Griptilian that you've seen in my other videos. I traded that off for a new Kershaw Cyclone and a Kershaw Chive, which I will be doing reviews on within the next couple days. I should get that in the mail. I love the Benchmade Griptilian. I have no reason to trade off. I wanted to try something new, and I was open to offers, and someone had offered me those two knives, so I accepted. The trade value is about similar. The Cyclone is about a $50 knife new, and the Chive is about a $30 knife new. Again, depending on where you buy it. And the Griptilian was $80 knife new, but of course mine was pretty well used. So I'm glad that this person's going to be able to try a new knife, and so will I. So anyway, that's my review. Thanks for your time.